central Italy, 750 years before the birth of Christ. Starting on a path that would lead farther than they could ever have imagined, farmers settled at a place on the river Tiber. They called it Rome. It thrived, building legendary roads, encouraging trade with neighboring cities. Life was good, but Rome's citizens hungered for more and developed mighty legions to conquer new lands. The empire grew stronger. None could thwart Rome's destiny. Defeated captives became slaves, bought by rich citizens who enjoyed Rome's unrivaled civilized life. But not every citizen lived in such luxury, leading to riots by the hungry and the poor. But Rome thrived, leaving as proof of its glory spectacular venues for the tough, often dangerous entertainment its people demanded.
Welcome to Roma. So yeah, this is season 3. Pretty old game actually. One of my top favorite games. I am a favorite of old games and city builders, and this is a very good one. I think it's very good. It's fun to play, but mainly also I like it because it actually sparked my interest for ancient times and especially the Roman Empire. And it gives a pretty good insight in what were the lives back then and how was it to be living in that time. This game is a city builder, as I mentioned, and basically you become a governor of a city and you have to make sure that your people are happy and Caesar is not angry at you and try to arrest you with his great legions. So yeah, there's a lot of stakes here. You can also trade with neighboring cities. Foreigners are going to attack you and you have to please them. Yeah, there are many things to do here. Even the gods are actually an aspect of the game where you can maybe get kicked. Well, at least they can try to kill you. Or well, not you, but the city. So yeah, let's start on your career. We shall be... Now, let's see. What is now again? Setcon. Then... Setilius? Setilius. Ah, Setilius. That sounds Roman, right?
Let your governorial training begin. First, you must learn the basics of constructing Roman settlements. Build areas of housing, and you'll soon see people move into your city. You can click and drag the mouse to build lengths of path at once. Plan paths carefully, with as few intersections as possible, to ensure people will walk where you want them to. At every intersection, walkers must choose which way to go. Each intersection lessens your control over their actual routes.
So yeah, the first few missions here are just basic information. You... just slow. Yeah, so it's trying to let you know how to build a city and how to run it. So basically here in the beginning, we will of course learn how to get people to move in. Because without the people, no city. So yeah, Basically, I usually plan like this. The only thing is that the house needs to have access to a road, which I think is too far from a road. One, this is far away enough. And then we just, yeah, build however we like. The reason for me building like this is because later on we can build gardens, which it's enough to actually make sure that they have some desirability in their neighborhood. And who doesn't like some desirability? No one likes to live right next to a fishing factory. And now we just wait. Speed up the game a bit. And this is the Augustus mod, which is improving the game drastically. We can zoom out and we can zoom in. We are not locked to a specific ratio anymore. First fire. To protect against fire, build a prefecture near housing. And we will. Prefectures is basically just firemen. Making sure that the city is not catching too much fire. Or burning down, that is. Let's delete the rubbles. And build some more housing. I can't remember if the Senate can... First collapse. Although Roman architecture was very advanced, that buildings fell down quite often. So we can build the nearest post and the Senate. The Senate makes sure that we actually can collect taxes from our people. And thus gaining money. Now let's see. Prefectures. Engineers. Go. Housing. And let's see. The Senate. Dang it. Bloop. Another roadblock. Senate, please. Pleasing the gods. So yeah, we have 5 gods we have to please. We have Venus, goddess of love, Mercury, god of transport and commerce, Mars, god of war, Ceres, goddess of farming. Ceres, I'm not quite sure how that is pronounced actually. Fun fact, I have read that this should be a male, not a female. In this game, it is a female. What is true, I have no idea. Goddess of farming, or Neptune, god of the sea. So yeah, we have to please them. And let's just place a temple to Venus. About it. And we are promoted to clerk. Let's accept the promotion.
Congratulations! You have grasped the basics to my satisfaction. In the interest of advancing your education, I have one more gentle assignment for you. Onward to Brundisium.
Let's do it. Thank you, Caesar.
Your priorities should be security, housing, food, and water in that order. Without housing and food, new immigrants will not move into your city. Rome now wishes your city to grow food. Build a farm on fertile land. Look for the yellow tufts that indicate this. Connect it to housing with a path. If the housing is too far away, the farm will not get access to labor. Build a granary near to the farm and make sure that it too has access to labor. When the wheat is ripe, a cart will carry it to the granary. Gradually, the granary will fill up. The fewer empty windows you can see, the fuller the granary is.
And in order to make sure that my people get the food, we will build markets. So yeah, let's get to it. So now our city can grow its own food. Which is great, I suppose. It could be worse. Let's see. Farm. Wheat. Oh, wheat. Place a few farmhouses. Build a granary. And make some housing. Now, the reason why I built a Senate in the center here and build my houses around it is actually simply just because this makes sure that we... Is going a bit too fast here? Is to make sure that it is a little bit more desirable to live here. As you can see, the road upgrades from a dirt path to a rubble, which makes sure that it is a little bit more pleasant to live here. Which makes it easier to upgrade the housing. And as we can see soon, the granary is not a very desirable place to live, but so is life. Now let's see, place some wells so that people can get water. And some prefectures. One there, 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 and there. Engineers posts. There. There, there, there. I actually think I should put that road there, but no. Whatever. There's near the fields because, well, you know, goddess of the crops. Venus and Mercury as last one here. Now, I could place a temple to Neptune to ensure that we don't get his problems. But I think I'll use my workforce on something more important. Now let's see, build an airpost there and a prefecture as well. And make sure this is accepting the food. And now let's not wait. Providing water. Well done, your farms are up and running and your people have food. Now it's time to expand your settlement. So now we built the famous aqueducts, which needs reservoirs of water. So yeah, that's basically just it. Which means we should be placing reservoirs. And the blue we see here is the water network, water piping. Growing your city. Now you could build even more buildings like baths, gardens, theaters, and of course making sure that our people are still fed and all. Because if they are not fed, our houses will degrade, we will lose people, and thus we will lose workforce. So it's very important that we keep things steady. In order to make sure that I know that they're not there, actually. To ensure that we get fresh water to these two reservoirs, we have to connect them to a reservoir with fresh water. That has to be placed near the water, so it fills up. And just like that, we have fresh water. Let's see, fountain, can that? Almost. I think this could ensure it can. Remove the wells, which is dirty water. There we go, and that is full. Now we just need a market to distribute the food. One there, and one there. You know what, let's just place a temple to Neptune as well. Well, the Wrath of Mars is not that important as we do not have any military just yet. Slow down a bit. We do want theaters though, which could bring some happiness to the people. That prompt was taxes. We have to make sure that we get tax collectors, which goes right there. True. Higher level housing provides more taxes, which is good for us. But as for the time being, I don't think we need that. Hopefully we won't need it, but you never know. Let's build another granary to make sure that all these lazy bums get a work. With an actor colony, so them can go to acting. And let's see, gardens. Now you see, this is why you leave two spots open. It makes sure that the desirability just moves just right above what they need. Well, for most cases that is. And Neptune is still angry at us. Let's see, we can go into our devices and into attainment. No, wait, gods. And hold a festival. We prefer... Let's just make a small festival. And it's a good thing to circulate between the gods. Sometimes you can choose to dedicate more festivals to one god at a time to make sure you get their blessing. But it's best to like circulate to make sure that they all kept equally happy. Let's see, we're supposed to build baths. The citizens. I want to place another there, one there, and over here. The baths also need to have access to water. I think I'll just place 2 down actually. Because then I can begin to set up production of pottery. Which needs clay. I need warehouses for this. Prefecture and engineer's post to make sure the place is not collapsed. Let's just put one on. This one will be accepting pottery and clay. And only 8 of that, 24 of that. Pop, workshop, pottery. 1, 2, 3, and 4, please. And now we are actually lacking. That's cool. I think I'll need 2 of these, but let's see. To ensure that our gods are kept happy and our workforce is true, is prefectures, engineering, water services, and then food production. I think that is it actually. No, I just think we do this food production and then commerce, because I think this also inflects the market, which is needed to make sure that we actually get our food distributed. So yeah, let's speed this up a little bit more. There we go. A small festival was held this evening. Everybody welcomes a break from the grind of the day-to-day life. Just love this music. So yeah, trade with the Empire. Well done. You now have a successful industry in your town. Now you can turn that into cash. So yeah, we can open our world map and we can trade with the neighboring cities. I just try to show this off quick. Whoops. So as we can see, the border is red flags, which is not a very big empire. But we can trade with Kapao here. We can see what they sell and we can see what they will buy. And they buy pottery, which is good for us. So we go open a trade route, go visit our trade advisor and say, well, you know what? Let's just export this until we have 0 left. And eventually, this will of course be getting it until it's full house. And hopefully it will go out and get it. I hope. It is fully worked. Ah, victory. Promoted to engineer.
You learn quickly. You now have the skills to complete a real assignment. From now on, you can choose your career's direction. Take the more peaceful province to concentrate on governing, or the more dangerous one to confront Rome's enemies.
So yeah, that actually covers it. These are the 2 basic missions that you actually, that gives you the tools to complete the other missions from here on out. Everything beyond this is just building upon this one. For now, I will just depart and say this is it. I hope this introduction, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, sparked some interest for the game. I know it's old, but it's kind of fun to sit here and manage your population. It's stressful at times, but fun most of the time. So yeah, that'll be it from here.